What's up, guys? Army-Firedawg is back again, and today I actually have the review video of the Meze Headphones, the 99 Neos. I have really enjoyed my time with these. Like, these came out to be everything I wanted them to be. And I guess I'm kind of jumping ahead, but for those of you who wondered if they did share my enjoyment with the 11 Neos and their overall sound signature, yes, they did. And I'll touch on that later, so I don't want to spoil the whole thing. But anywho, starting with the construction. Like the 99 Classics, the construction is just spot on. It has very firm builds. I feel like nothing will tear. I did notice though, however, on the headband, the previous one used like a cloth material, where now on the new Neos, it's kind of a plasticky. So I feel they kind of cut a little bit of cost right there. However, it did not reduce the comfort, or I didn't even notice it until actually I think just a little bit ago, not too long ago at all. I was just tinkering around with it and then noticed that. But anywho, pads still spot on. I feel confident that these will last you a very, very long time if you take care of them. Of course, that's with any headphone. But I mean, they just feel solid. They do not feel cheap at all. I was a little bit worried about the ear pads because they don't have much breathability to them, but I've worn them for several hours, and though my ears did get a little bit warm, it was not too bad. Moving down, they still have their user serviceability. You can just take all this off and service the drivers on the inside if you are a DIYer or are familiar with headphone construction. That is the only time I would ever recommend you doing your own repairs or modifying to a headphone if you are fully knowledgeable of how headphones work, their construction, etc. So if you take them apart and you break them, that's on you. Their warranty will not cover that. Keep that in mind. Anywho, so moving on down to the comfort, and I kind of discussed this a little bit ago, but the comfort, I love these things. Gosh darn, I love these things. They are so comfortable to wear for several hours on end. I have actually 2 of the, I guess, 5 nights I've had them, I fell asleep in them. Did not even, just completely forgot they were on. Even though they're a very fun sound signature, which I will touch on here in the next section, they're just so comfortable to listen to. They play well with many aspects of music, but you forget these are on your head and you just drift off into whatever you're listening to. The clamping force is, like I thought in the unboxing video, I could not ask for better. It took just enough of the clamping force off of the 99 Classics that I have zero bad things to say about the clamping force. It's perfect. The weight is also, it's spot on. It doesn't feel too heavy, but yet it has enough substance there to where I feel confident in its build and its durability. Now, moving on to, and I know the review's going a bit quick, but if you've watched my review of the 99 Classics, they're very similar. And almost the whole thing, they're going to share a lot of similarities, so I feel like I can kind of go a little bit quicker with it. But I'm still covering the main topics. But now moving on to the sound quality. And the sound is what I was really hoping it was going to be. It is a fun sounding headphone. It still sounded very natural and very realistic as far as all the instruments goes, especially if you have instruments or some of like the softer ones, like a saxophone, like the alto sax or cello. Oh, cellos are amazing. But anywho, digress. The soundstage on them is just like the 99 Classics. It's more of an intimate soundstage. It's pretty in your face. So if you're wanting to listen to like a concert hall and hear the airiness of it, not really going to get that with the 99 Neos. It's not even, I don't even think they're about that. They are very in your face, punchy, fun sound to listen to. The imaging though is very nice. It won't forcibly close your eyes, make you listen to your experience, but if you do close your own eyes and you consciously let yourself drift off, it'll take you to your performance. You will see the instruments being played. You'll see the reverberation on the cello as the bow gets pulled across it. It just has a really nice imaging. Is it super lifelike? Meh. But it's enjoyable. I'll leave it at that. But moving on to the individual aspects. And as I always like to start with the highs and work myself down. So the treble on the 99 Neos, it's definitely rolled off. And it rolls off pretty early. For example, listening to Lindsey Sterling, Max Sense, Siren, those tracks, I know they get up there in a really, really high pitch. However, on the Neos, they're very, not dulled, but they're tamed. They just don't pierce you, but they still get up there. They still get really high into the pitches, but I don't even get anywhere near where it was painful, or I know it rolled off early. It didn't peak. It peaked early. But now with that being said, however, I still got the full emotion from Lindsey's violin. I still got the full energy she was getting through. On trumpets, I was listening to, played a really nice and energetic piece, and it was on the song For All Seasons, and he's also on another one. Also, the violinists, they both get really high in the energy, and the notes get really high up there, not piercing, but pretty high up there. Though that didn't get the highest level of it, the energy was still there, and I just got into that song, and it was great. So I have no complaints about the highs. It's subdued, yes, but it fits into the overall sound signature very, very nicely. Now moving on down to the mids, which, as you know, that is my personal, I love the mid section. And the mids on the 99 Neos, I will say, are a little subdued versus forward on the classics. They're a little bit held back. They still sound very natural. They have a lot of body to them. For example, I can like when I listen to Trace Atkins, I can hear the throatiness of his voice, and it sounds like he is singing to me. It sounds a little further back in the overall sound stage, but it's a natural presentation to it. Nothing's felt artificial. It's just a really pleasant sounding vocals that are just a little bit toned down in respect to the other, especially the bass. Which, actually, I guess I can go ahead and get on, because the mids are good. It's not the best mids I've heard. Y'all know full well what I look for in vocals. You're going to enjoy the mids for how they're presented on the 99 Neos. Now moving to the bass, and the bass is where these things shine. They hit very, very hard. They're not the most bass-heavy headphones I've heard. These have a nice substance to them, a great bass depth. Now with that, however, there is an exaggerated decay in the bass. It's one of the things I instantly noticed when I plugged in about any song I was listening to recently, Freaks by Timmy Trumpet. When he hits, the bass just a bit longer than I know should just naturally be in that song. That's one of I love listening to that song. That's one of my fun listen to beat songs. But on the 99 Neos, it exaggerated that bass, but it made it a little bit more heavier. So I was able to enjoy that punch more. For example, I was getting pumped for a pre-workout that morning. The sub bass, honestly, I was quite surprised in the bad sense. It doesn't have a good sub bass feel to it. Now, that might be a turnoff for some of you. It honestly might be, because for those of you who usually look for a good bass headphone or a good fun sound, you like that sub bass, and I honestly can't blame you. I'm not a bass head, but those feels are quite impressive when you hit them. And if you ever get a chance to try them out, a song I actually use to test the sub bass, or just the bass in general, is it's actually a YouTube video. It's the When the Beat Drops, the Naruto, the animated music video, Naruto animated music video, AMV. That whatever version of that song, there's many versions of the song When the Beat Drops. But that particular one has the heaviest hitting bass with great sub bass potential of about any song I've heard that at least I can consciously recollect. But anywho, I've tried to keep this video a little bit shortened down because, like I said, most of the other aspects was covered in the 99 Classics, and they're very spot on similar. But to summarize my thoughts on the 11 Neos is Meze hit a freaking home run. They did an outstanding job, both artistically. These are gorgeous headphones. Personal bias aside about the all-black coloring, the silver highlights do nice, but they are just stunning to look at. Like, if I saw those from a distance, I was like, man, them are some stylish headphones. They're amazingly comfortable. Like, I will tell you, anyone can wear these for hours on end and not even have a problem. Even the larger ears like myself, or even some smaller heads like my wife. The isolation is very good. When you have those on, everything kind of tones down quite a bit. It doesn't completely get rid of all sound, but it tones it down to a very enjoyable level, especially if you have music playing. The sound quality is very, very fun. It's a natural sounding performance that's given to you when you want to just enjoy your music or just have fun to the beat. You don't really care about the details. You don't really care about the micro detail or retrieval of every nook and cranny. You just want to hear the beat. You just want to hit that bass and bob your head and dance. The 99 Neos will fill that role very nicely. Like, I'm really going to miss these. Guess I'll probably listen to my 11 Neos, which I actually do when I go weed eating and I want to just get that music. I put on my 11 Neos. Fun fact for you, they may only be $60, but they are stupid good. Just like with all the Meze products, you all have continuously pushed your name forward. So very, very well done, my friends. But, as always, guys, if you have any questions or if you feel there's something I may have missed or if you'd like me to clarify something more, please hit me up in the comments down below. I will very happily reply to each and every one of you, and I will get to you as soon as I can. I only got, probably by the time you're watching this video, 2 weeks left of my Fire Academy. I want to be free for a week, and then I have to leave for 3 weeks for my annual training with the military. Go figure. But I'm almost there. Be starting my 24/48 shortly after that, so I'll be able to make more content for you. Hopefully be able to make better videos. I'm trying to get better at this editing thing, but I'm not a professional, guys. I'm just a firefighter who really enjoys audio products, and I love talking to you guys in the comments about what you like and why you like music. I want this conversation between me and any and all of you. That's why I keep talking about this comment section down below. I truly enjoy hearing what music you like, why you like it, what gear do you have. I don't care. I truly don't give a flying fart if it is $30 or $3,000. I like to hear why you like that sound you do. What has drawn you to something said gear? What has drawn you to this audio, potentially very expensive hobby as it has? That's why honestly, that is truly the reason why I do these videos and put my name out there as much as I do. It's because the community is truly one of the coolest and family-oriented, sometimes, field and hobby that I've ever been a part of. So to you, my friends, or viewers, anyone who gives me the time of day, I know my videos do go a bit long, but to anyone and all of you who give me the time of day, I truly thank you. You all are some awesome people. Guys, gals, you guys are amazing. You truly make this YouTube thing pretty darn fun. But, as always, my friends, my name is Army-Firedawg. It has truly been a pleasure. But most importantly, and please I ask, and I do mean, stay safe.